Nobody at his office knew. Not his colleagues, not his manager, not even his closest friend at work who sat 3 desks away for 11 years. They saw a man who brought the same lunch every day. A man who drove a 2009 Honda Civic with a small dent on the passenger door that he never bothered to fix. A man who wore the same 5 shirts on rotation and bought his coffee from the office machine instead of the cafe downstairs. They felt sorry for him. They assumed he was struggling. They were completely wrong. His name was Robert, and on a Thursday afternoon in March, when he quietly submitted his resignation letter after 28 years at the same company, nobody understood why he was smiling. His manager called him into the office. She said, "Robert, you are only 54. You have years left. What will you do?" He smiled again and said, "I think I will be fine." What she did not know, what nobody knew, was that Robert had been quietly building something invisible for almost 3 decades. Not a business, not a side hustle, not crypto or lottery tickets or any get-rich-quick scheme. Just one habit, done consistently every single month, without exception. It started when Robert was 26 years old. He had just started his first real job, $2,800 a month after tax. Nothing impressive. He shared a small apartment with a roommate. He did not own a car yet. But one evening, sitting alone in his apartment, he read something that changed everything. A single paragraph in a book he almost did not buy. It said, "The most powerful financial force in the world is not intelligence or talent or even hard work. It is time. And the only way to use it is to start before you feel ready." He closed the book, opened his bank account, and set up an automatic transfer of $280 a month, exactly 10% of his salary, into an index fund. He did not tell anyone. He did not celebrate. He just pressed confirm and went to sleep. The first year, nothing dramatic happened. His account grew to about $3,500, including returns. He barely noticed it, and that was exactly the point. Robert had made a decision that most people never make. He decided to treat his investment like a utility bill. Non-negotiable, invisible, automatic. Not something he thought about, not something he tracked obsessively, just something that happened every month in the background, whether he was happy or sad or stressed or celebrating. He lived on the remaining 90%, and he never, not once, touched the 10%. Year 5. His account crossed $20,000. He got a small raise at work. He increased his transfer to $350. Year 9. $60,000. He bought a used car, the 2009 Honda Civic, cash. His colleagues assumed he could not afford better. He did not correct them. Something strange started happening around year 15. The account was growing faster than he was contributing. Compound interest, the thing everyone learns about in school and almost nobody actually experiences, had quietly taken over. He was putting in $400 a month. The account was growing by $2,000 a month. He was making 5 times more from doing nothing than from the money he was actually adding. He sat with that number for a long time. And then he increased his transfer again. Year 22, his account crossed $500,000. He did not tell his wife immediately. He sat with it for a week, just knowing, quietly. When he finally showed her, she thought the screen was broken. She said, "Robert, how?" He said, "The same way I always do everything. Slowly, and without making a big deal of it." Year 28, Thursday afternoon, March. Robert submitted his resignation. Account balance, $1,140,000. Built on a salary that never exceeded $72,000 a year. No inheritance, no lucky investment, no viral business. Just $280 a month. Started at 26, never stopped, never touched. And time. 28 years of uninterrupted time. He walked out of that office on a Thursday afternoon, got into his dented Honda Civic, and drove home. His colleagues stood at the window watching him go, still feeling sorry for him, still completely wrong. You are not Robert yet, but you might be closer than you think. Because Robert did not start with more than you have. He did not know more than you know. He did not have advantages you do not have. He just started on an ordinary evening in a small apartment with $280 and a decision. The question is not whether you can do what Robert did. The question is, what are you waiting for? Follow the quiet ledger, because the most powerful financial stories are the ones nobody ever tells.